Quite fun, actually, seeing you play Pizza Tower. I wish you would play more of it.
I would love to talk to Breaking Banquet. I wonder what his life is like. I'd love to talk to that man.
Wings. Wings never changes. Since the dawn of Richard, he has been crying and blaming all of his life's problems on anything but himself due to narcissism and gluttony. Years on, Richard's life has become an uninhabitable abyss of Pepsi Cola and Wendy's chili boxes. It was in this modular home Wings was born, and it is here that Wings will die, because in Trailer 101, no one ever enters and no one ever leaves, because Wings never changes.
It's just going to be the same shit over and over and over again. Yeah, I'd make bank.
Yeah,
right?
Exactly. That's the important part, Jordy.
Yeah,
Make bank.
But at the same time, the fact that I show that it bothers me is my problem.
I don't think it's your problem. I think it's your greatest strength. It's what brings people to you. Yeah, you'll get people that you don't like, for sure, but hey, as long as you make bank, that's the most important part.
Dude in this call, people are calling you a troll. I think you guys are calling him that just because of his voice. Yeah, it's just going to be the same shit. It's 3 minutes of people asking me questions that, like I said, it's the same thing as a lion's den, right? Like, you get one question and they'll word that same question 15 fucking times.
Well, that's the same question for $10, dude.
Yeah, but it'll get old quick, like super fucking quick.
How is getting money getting old quick?
Because money's not everything in life, man. Like, I know I have, like, donation goals and stuff that I like to hit and things of that nature, but that's because, life's expensive, man. Like when you get to a point in life, like, you'll owe $3,000 just because you own stuff. Like, my property tax was like $1,400. I got a roof that's 24 years old that's $12,500. I just replaced an air conditioner for $7,000. Car insurance for every 6 months is $1,500 or some shit like that. Like, Walmart today was like $250, and that's just for household necessities and food for animals and shit like that. It's not even nothing fun, right? So, like, and even then, it's like you need to make money, and like, I ran out of ways to monetize myself. At least I painted myself into a corner to do it that way, but shit happens. I got to figure out and got to roll with the punches to do the best I can. And another thing is, I don't want to be here. Like, I don't want to beat down every day of the fucking year. Like, it sucks. Nobody likes doing that. Like, I'm the reason I'm on so much of Effexor? Like, I'm on a very high dose of Effexor. Because if I didn't, I'd be a nervous wreck.
I apologize. Well, what's Effexor?
It's a mood enhancer. Like, it gives you serotonin so that you basically remain calm. Like, if people think I'm raging right now, but nah, I'm completely calm.
Well, if you think it's taking a mental health, then you should just get off the internet, dude. But if you want to make the money off of the internet, then you got to play the game.
Again, that's easier said than done. Like, if I was like a 180-pound man, getting off the internet's easy, right? You can go do a physical labor job, but I'm not. I'm a 400-pound man with a bad fucking leg. Like, I can't even do basic fucking work. Like, if I wanted to run a cash register, couldn't do it because I can't stand up for long periods of time. So like, that limits me to basically phone work or something clerical. And most clerical jobs, they mainly give to women over guys.
Well, you did mention earlier they have video editing skills. You could just be a video editor.
Dog, did you not see me complain that video editing skills, like, first off, that's tedious. I don't have that in me. If I had that in me, I'd be a much more successful YouTuber. I know how to do it. I just don't want to do it.
All right. Then let me ask you this. What do you want to do to make money?
I mean, honestly, like, the ideal job to make money for me would be like drive a dump truck for a local company, be home every night.
So you want to be like something like a truck driver?
Yeah, something I can sit down and do, because I love driving. That don't bother me, but I want to be home every night so I can see my wife and shit like that.
Do you have the proper license to drive a semi?
I've had it before. I can get it again.
Yeah, you can't be as worse as what's going on in Palestine, Ohio with those fucking trains.
Cleo Fuzz said, like, that's not repetitive. You don't think streaming's repetitive? I mean, I've pretty much made a career out of answering the same 10 questions for fucking 7.5 years.
Well, we gotta also shake things up. Quite fun, actually, seeing you play Pizza Tower. I wish you would play more of it.
Dude, I can't do it because my carpal tunnel fucks with me.
Play with the controller, dude. It has controller support. It's as simple as plugging in your Xbox controller to your computer.
Mm-hmm. It's like this guy right now, like Nitro Man's like, oh, you're going to lose everything. No, I'm not, dude. Like, first off, there's no district attorney in the world that's going to press charges on some shit like that. Especially when all the evidence you have is hearsay from something 15 years ago.
Well, if they are bringing charges on you, you should always plead for insanity.
What kind of dumb shit is that?
It's just a joke, dude.
I told you the reason I don't want to do N64's thing. It's because I don't want to sit here and answer the same question 15 fucking times. Because, like, here's what's going to be. I'm going to do 15 calls a day of people asking me the same troll question and then just get off. And eventually people will stop showing up for that.
And that might be true, but every time that they do, you make money.
Again, like, it's not all it's not,
like
like I said, it's not all about money at all times. Like, sometimes it's about camaraderie. Like, sometimes I get on stream just to hang out with people. Oh, we're at 672 viewers. Yeah, you'd watch it the first time, but the problem is, are you going to watch it the 17th time?
And people will do. Don't underestimate people's love for...
Let me ask you a question.
Go ahead.
How did you find me?
I found you through the internet.
No. Like, what avenue through the internet? What video?
I have to think back real quick. I think it was brought up in I think it's actually through Mr. Mediker, and then I got fascinated by you, watched your videos.
Let's talk about Mr. Mediker for real quick. Does it not bother you that this guy didn't really show his face and he just shits on other people all day?
No.
That bothers me. That's the first thing I notice about somebody. Like, people that want to hide behind anime avatars and, like, American flags or whatever it might be, but want to judge other people's lives while because, like, my life's easy to judge because I put my life out there. There's 15 years of me fucking up and growing up on the internet, right? So, like it's so easy to make the least common denominator and just like oh, let's shit on this guy because everybody else shit on me. Because, like, for a while there, like in 2018, 2019, it felt like people were just taking their turn. Like, oh, here's another documentary. Here's a documentary. Wings documentary. Like, everybody took their turn to make a documentary off me. Because all they wanted to do was collect their little fucking YouTube check. They wanted to make their $1,000 and rehash the same content they seen 14 times over. And, like, Mr. Mediker, like, you know where he went to get his information about me? It wasn't me. It was PKA, a bunch of guys that didn't even know me half the time. Dude, yeah. Blackout, thank you for the $100, man. What do you think this is? This is an interview, Benny Wendy.
Okay, I wasn't expecting to be an interview, but I doubt this will ever happen, but if you want to show your side of the story, would you ever want to talk to Mediker?
No. Like I just said, I don't respect the guy. I mean, I talked to the other guy. What's the other guy's name? The guy who does Down the Rabbit Hole. I can't say his name.
Oh, yeah, I know what you're talking about. I don't know his name off the top of my head.
Yeah, like I talked to him the day the thing came out. Frederick, yeah, Cudson. But like it's all the same. Like, it's just people picking the lowest hanging fruit on the bush and running with it, right? It's like people that, it's like there's successful channels that show reruns of Judge Judy, and there's successful channels that like take the last clip of, like, you know, 1,000-Pound Sisters and like just make fun of them, right? Or like My Big Fat Fabulous Life.
Yeah, sure. But honestly,
and like if the whole goal was just to make money, like, I could see it. But like, my whole goal isn't just to make money. My goal is to create a community and create something that, you know, is fun for everybody. And I know that sounds really dark side Phil-ish, and I do a fucking terrible job at doing it because, like, I have to watch everything I say, right? When you say something, like I said something earlier, like, you can't say that on YouTube, because it's the fucking truth. That's what they're trying to paint me out to be.
But honestly, Wings, there are way worse people than you in terms of...
100%. 1,000%. I'm not even really that bad of a person.
No, I think Ethan Ralph is way worse.
I don't even know who Ethan Ralph is, but I agree.
Ethan Ralph is a LARPer, somebody that LARPs to be a racist to appease his Catboy army.
Like I look at people like the Quartering, right? Like, I don't know if you know what the Quartering is, but I look at his shit and I'm like, how is this guy not getting my level of hate?
Because he cultivated his fans, dude. There's a level of interactivity with the people of his community.
Quartering beef with Wings coming up. I mean,
I doubt it. Unless you get on his coffee.
Tell him to stand in fucking line, honestly. Like, what can you do? Run my name through the fucking mud?
I will say this, though. There are two good attributes that you're doing right now. Number one, I say, is kind of your biggest strength and also kind of a double-edged blade, is you're kind of like Sisyphus. You know who Sisyphus is?
No.
Sisyphus is Greek mythology of the man who's rolling up the boulder up the hill.
Yeah.
And at the end of it, the boulder falls down. But damn it, here you are, rolling up that boulder and doing the stream and trying to cultivate your goals.
Well, I do that because I love Kelly. Like, honestly, I stream every day and as often as I do because I love my wife. And I want her to have a life and I don't want to feel like a bum. I don't want to make her feel like she married a bum.
You could always try the truck driving business, but if you want to really interact with people, then here's my other suggestion. Try to be a little bit more interactive with the crowd. No, you don't want to talk to other people. It's fine. There's other ways. You can always...
Well, I don't mind talking to other people. Like, I talk to you. But, like, my problem is you'll get people that come in here that are just drones. Like, they're just literally parroting stuff they've heard other people tell them to say. I emotionally abuse Kelly all the time. I do not. 650, yeah, you can join the call. What's your Discord? Send me your Discord in Twitter, 6. Dude, let me not defend Low Tier God too much here because the dude does come off as a racist at times. But there's funny that a lot of people come out the same way. It's not even about kissing behind.
Here's one more suggestion for you, Wings. Maybe once a month you should make a donation goal where fans pick you a game for you to try. Just, you can make some ground rules, whether it's, like, obviously no hentai games, you don't want to get demonetized off of YouTube, but, at least that level of interactions that's like, hey, I'm doing something that you guys suggest, and here it is. Like, I'll tell you what, and, you're probably gonna get upset by this, but, that pizza tower is kind of the funniest shit that I've ever seen, but also, it had more views than your God of War Ragnarok's.
Yeah, I know it did. It doubled my God of War Ragnarok streams. But you know why? Because people want to see me fuck it up.
And that's another thing that people do on YouTube. They play games terribly, and unfortunately, I think they play on purposely terribly. Some in order to try to spark an outrage, but you did achieve what you want. You got views.
Yeah, it just I don't know. Like if it was like I guess I could have hooked the controller up, but like I don't know.
Just a suggestion. All right, I don't know. I don't have much to talk to you about unless you got something for me.
I think 672 wants to talk to you. I'm trying to get him in here. Now, let me ask you a question. Like, why were you like a champion of fucking Pizza Tower so well?
Because I like the game.
What do you like about it? What gameplay? What part of the gameplay loop do you think is the most enjoyable?
It's like a Sonic the Hedgehog, except it doesn't suck ass to play. It's actually fast-paced, and you can see what you're doing.
See, I got a lot of the Sonic vibes to it, but like especially when like they wanted me to like rush through bricks, I'm like, why can't I just hold down and press C over and over again to like charge up a roll?
And plus, it has very varied mechanics in there. Plus, I do like the art styles. Pretty nostalgic for 90s Ren and Stimpy like art style.
How do you add people to the call? Do you know how to add people to the call?
Actually, let me tell you this, Wings. I'll let you start up the call and you can add whoever on there.
Okay. Hello. Can you hear me? He's got his mic muted.
Hold up. I didn't want to get the stream in like the background. Can y'all hear me or no?
We can hear you, yeah.
Yo, what's good?
What you want to join the call for, man?
Shoot the shit, you know. King 64 has some good points. I just wanted to add on to it a little bit. If you want to talk about some other shit, we could do that too.
You out here. You got half the chat scared now. You got that big manly voice.
Nah, we cool. We chilling. But nah, like, I feel like there's like different avenues that you could take your shit, like as far as where you want to go. Become a old school YouTuber like it used to be, where you just kind of chill out, make your YouTube videos on the side, you rarely stream and shit like that. You can keep streaming like you're doing now and like, do that route, or, get off YouTube and talk about the shit you were doing, with the garbage trucks and all that. But I feel like if you keep the streamer route, like one of the major things that you got to do, and Low Tier God said this too, you really got to start learning to kind of like ignore some of this shit, bro. I know it's hard and I can't sit in your shoes and shit like that, but like even when I watch Phil, like he ignores like 90% of the shit, and when you ignore it, you can't give them power, because the main thing that they get power from is when you give that reaction. Yeah,
I feel you. Like I fuck with this guy named the Gamer from Mars, and he gives me the same advice. I don't know if you know who that is. He's a guy that does YouTube big. Like, and I've been trying to ignore it, but like they just, every time you ignore it, they just go deeper and deeper and deeper. Like it's no longer like making a funny video. It's like, we're going to get your house raided, that kind of shit.
Yeah, I feel it. Yeah, and like I get that. Like, I've been here fucking.
Yeah, you've been fucking with me. Yeah, at least 7. Yeah, like you've been here since Twitch.
And I do feel like it would be unfair to say that you're not like better compared to how you used to be, like as far as like how you react to it. But I feel like whenever you give them any type of light, that's when they just latch on and they make the video, they make the reaction or anything like that. Because somebody in the chat said it, like they're not trying to. I don't know if they're actually trying to do shit. You never know, but. The main thing that they want to do is get that reaction so they can clip it and put them in those bullshit ass videos that they make.
And like right now, my game plan going forward, since you ask, is like my game plan going forward is to still stream like I'm doing, but make YouTube videos as well. Because I feel like one of the things that's hindering my ability to grow is exposure. Like I'm streaming to the same people over and over and over again, and like YouTube doesn't really do a great job at like promoting streams. But if you make videos, because like I follow this guy, I don't want to give his name out, but he does Diablo 2 content. And like he has 20,000 some subscribers or something. He averages like 2,000 views a video, but his live stream on YouTube be getting like 600, right? Because like all the people that watch him and all the people that go to his videos come to his live streams too,
I think a lot of that has to do with that too is consistency.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm not saying that you don't stream a lot, because you do compared to, other content creators, but I know you don't want to put a schedule out there. We talked about this a lot, but if you like made like a consistent time, like when you go live and shit like that, or even just posting on Twitter, like, yo, I'm about to go live in 10 minutes, 15 minutes or whatever, more people would show up.
Yeah.
More trolls might show up too, but like I said, if you just kind of
that
route to where you're ignoring a lot of the shit, then, you keep the ship steady.
Like one thing I was hoping to help with that was like when I make videos, like I was gonna like I'm working on obviously a Dead Space Let's Play, but I'm also working on like this food video and stuff, and both of those are going to be scheduled. Like people are going to know ahead of time when they're going to drop. If I get on a schedule with those, and when I drop the video, I'm also live streaming. When they go to watch the video, they see I'm live as well, so they can hop in and see it. Because like when you see videos in a box, your little icon shows that you're live when you're live, if you're in the sub box. I mean, like it's one like I know there's multiple different routes. Like I don't know. They got their reaction tonight, and
I don't feel this reaction is much worse than what usually goes on. Like it's just regular shit.
Well, no, I'm talking about like the whole like the kid thing and shit like that.
Oh yeah. That's another thing. So you brought up. You kind of reminded me of something. Another thing you got to do, bro. And you really you got to stop going into every situation thinking about the worst that could happen in that situation before you even try it. I understand that a lot of that worst shit is kind of related to past experiences, and it might, you might have some insight as to why it might happen, but you still gotta take that leap of faith, bro.
Yeah.
You sit here and just look at every situation, as a bad. Then a year from now, you're just going to be in the same situation you are now.
What the scary part about it is if I'm in the same situation I'm in now, it means I have a job for 12 months. Like, that's the way I'm reading that.
I mean it from a perspective of like, saying that you're going to, I got this, going on. But not going on, but like, I plan on doing this.
Right. You're saying I'm procrastinating too much.
Yeah, there you go.
I'm procrastinating too much, and like I was talking to my wife about this just today. Like the reason I'm doing too much planning and not enough doing, because I find myself I plan so fucking much. Like I want to make this. I want it to come out like what's going to come out in my head, to the point I talk myself out of it because I know I can't do it like I want it to be done because I don't have that skill set. But like most people would be happy with just something being done.
I mean, and it's natural to have those thoughts too. Like, everybody's going to have those feelings of doubt before they do it, some worse than others, but the thing that has to separate you from those people is you actually doing it, and I feel like that's what's stopping you.
I don't know, I gotta stop defending myself. It's just like there's a guy in the chat saying like you can't outplay a troll, there's a bunch of stuff happening behind the scenes, and then there's another guy that's like, I'm gonna report the stream every time you time me out.
Yeah, see, shit like that, you just gotta...
It's like these guys have no morals whatsoever. Like back in my day, you wouldn't attack a man at his job. Like there was 3 things you didn't fuck with. You didn't fuck with a man's job, his money, or his wife. And like those golden rules are gone.
that false sense of, safety or strength. And it's funny because, like, I get asked, I won't say all the time, but I get asked every now and again, like, oh, join this, join that. I'm like, the only way I'm going to join any of your shit is if I can see your face too. Because I know, like, 90% of these dudes look like fucking incels, fucking, losers. And once I tell them to bring that shit up, 90% of the time they stop asking me. So
Dude,
it's just like,
I don't know if you were around when last time I went to a Lions Den when I got my PlayStation account stole, like this time last year. That was that one dude. I think it was Sparky. He kept trying to get me to drag me into a call with like 6 other guys. I'm like, do you need your boys to fuck your bitch too? It's like, why can't you talk with me one-on-one?
yeah, man, this is their life. Like, once you realize that, like some people are so like fucking neck deep in this shit. It's just like I sit back sometimes. I'm like, wow, bro, you really lost in the sauce. But like once you realize that shit, like, and you just start ignoring it, I feel like it's just gonna start opening a whole lot of different avenues for you.
Ask 672 why he hates Dietrich.
Derek, nah, that dude.
That's how you pronounce Derek?
It's Derek, yeah.
Yeah.
The dude that does the DoorDash shit is not really him, but he's a dude that comes into DSP stream, and you could tell something's like off about him, but the weird aspect of him is that if you go to his Twitter, he just has like a whole bunch of porn and shit on there, and it's the craziest shit. If you bring it up and fill the stream, he just like he either bans you or just pretends he doesn't see it. It's like it's the weirdest shit, bro.
Well, what kind of porn did he have?
Bro, all you gotta do is type Derek LP DERICH.
I kind of know about this. Like he'd be like messaging porn stars and shit like on Twitter.
Yeah, it was weird as fuck, bro.
Oh.
I used to feel bad for him because people like give him a hard time in chat, but once I saw that, I was like, yeah, you kind of gotta live with that. Yeah, people like to latch on to him.
I don't know, it just seems a running trend of just degenerates on the internet where they talked up, and then the moment, like a great example is Flamingo. You learn his backstory. He's into some weird shit, prolapse anuses and bullshit. I'm like, is that where that guy's level of degeneracy is?
No, like what is a prolapse? What is that?
Oh, buddy. You don't want to know. Let's just put it that way.
Okay, I guess I'm best not knowing what it is. I know what the other word is. I don't know what prolapse means when it comes to that.
It's a thing that Flamenco apparently likes to look at in his own degeneracy. But it's just regular porn star than whatever, but it's something like completely degenerate, like furry bullshit. And
Yeah, bro. I mean, I don't want to make this a whole thing, but my words of advice that I hope you at least take one is consistency, ignoring the bullshit. I know it's hard, but you got to do it. And then I lost my train of thought. I forget what the third thing is, but I mean, those are, 2 big points. That
Like I agree with you. Consistency is the thing. And it's like, I don't know. Like tonight I actually wasn't going to stream, but like I ended up starting the stream because like I was rendering a video and like I'm like, fuck this video. By the time this video gets on, I'm gonna be ready to eat and go to bed. So I might as well just stream because like I was gonna do some more editing on the fucking video. Everybody like at this point it's gotten it so big, that little food review video.
I don't think it's that big, bro. Like some people bring it up, but the only time that it starts being spammed is when you give that reaction, and then people start egging it on more so they can get more reactions so they can watch that shit on those weak ass videos. I feel like you're putting a little bit too much pressure on yourself. It's just a video.
Dog, here's a question. I would love to talk to Breaking Banquet. I know this is that troll shit, but I'd love to talk to that man because like I wonder what his life is like. Not to try to say I know him, but like I seen his channel the other day, and like he is like making like real edited videos about the most boring aspects of my stream.
That's the part I don't get, because I've tried to teach myself to, edit little shit here and there, and that shit is not easy, bro.
It's time consuming and so tedious.
Exactly. So for these dudes to be able to do that, record your streams and all this other bullshit and take their time out their day to do all that, it's just crazy to me. I can't comprehend that.
I do have to give credit to Breaking Banquet. His intro is very well edited.
I've honestly not seen much of it. Like, I think I've watched less than 3 minutes of his videos. So, like, usually I just look at the thumbnail. I'm like, look at this motherfucker right here.